Welcome back. It is a big day tomorrow for graduating seniors at UW Green Bay with commencement ceremonies being held. And not only will the college celebrate its 50,000th graduate tomorrow, another landmark achievement will take the spotlight as well. Of the more than 1,100 graduates, 50% are first-generation students, meaning they are the first in their family to attend college. And joining us now is Kate Burns, UW Green Bay Provost and Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you, Kate. I guess first of all, these first generation students and soon to be graduates, I might add, is this part of a continuing trend, something you've seen just beyond this year?
It is a continuing trend. This is our fourth year that we've seen around half of our students that are graduating being first generation, the first in their family to attend college.
It's exciting, isn't it?
It's very exciting. I think when you go to the commencement ceremony and you see the students and their families, there's just so much excitement, so much, yeah, definitely a lot of pride.
And do you feel, is this part of a national trend that other universities, colleges are seeing, or is it something that's more specifically local here?
Yeah, I think that we see a greater percentage. So around the national statistics is closer to 42%. So
Okay.
with us being 50%, that is a significant increase. We were also recognized as a first gen forward institution to really show that commitment and the number of students that we have that are first generation.
What do you feel has been the key to getting these first generation students and their families, because the families obviously got to be on board to think about college and to step foot on campus?
Yeah, so we've been trying to do more outreach and letting students know that there is a place for them here at UW Green Bay, and that we're really open to all those who want to learn. That I think that also requires more support in terms of advising and financial aid, and just working through all those processes. And so we're really looking at all of our support services.
And do you go to the high schools, or do you actually actively recruit, or how does that work?
Yeah, so we do have embedded career coaches within the Green Bay area public schools, and that has been really helpful to have those coaches there on a day-to-day basis to be able to answer questions and to go through that college process, because that's all new for them, right? And so being able to have that extra support is really important.
Yeah, and especially if mom or dad, grandma and grandpa didn't go to college, then they may not get that support or guidance, not intentionally, but it's just that nobody knows.
Right, for sure.
Well, as we know, every industry, it seems like right now, is struggling to find workers. Talk about the workforce gaps that are touching, just about every industry. Talk about the impact these first generation students are having in Northeast Wisconsin.
This has a huge impact on our region. We find that 70% of our graduates stay local within northeastern Wisconsin. So that has a huge dividend for the workforce, really being able to have these trained students, these great skills that they've been able to obtain, and to go right out there and make a difference.
In pretty much any industry. Is there a reason that these first generation students tend to stay closer to home?
I think that if you're first generation, that you may be more likely to work, or may have family commitments too, and so you're more likely to be tied to the area. And so that's why it's really important for us to be able to have that pathway here in Green Bay, to be able to have students have that opportunity. They might not be able to go away to college in the same way that a continuing student might be able to.
Yeah, that makes sense. And really, not only does it benefit the companies or businesses that are hiring them, but it really impacts all of us. I mean, when you think of money staying at home, income staying at home, spending, taxes, everything, right?
It does. It has a huge impact. And so we are so proud of our students, and so proud to be able to really help the region, because I know that there's definitely a lot of workforce needs out there, and being able to graduate these students and get them right out there is fantastic for everyone.
And you mentioned 4 years in a row now, you've been at this 50% threshold or better as far as first generation students. What does the future look like, if you look out the next 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, we would anticipate this trend to continue for us, so that we really do see around half of our undergraduate population and now our students graduating are first generation. So I think that is a lot of opportunity. I think it's great to be able to serve students and the region at the same time.
As you're walking around campus, can you tell a first generation student, do they stand out a little bit, deer in headlights?
So I think that's the tricky thing, right? Is that you don't know who's a first generation student, and I think that also pushes on us to think about our services, right? Like, our students, do they want to raise their hand, or do they want to be a little bit more private? And so I think it's just it makes such a difference for us then to make sure that, one, they do feel that sense of pride, and to know that they're going to get that quality education and we can help them every step of the way.
Well, a win-win for everybody, for the college, for the students, for Northeast Wisconsin. Certainly a big weekend. Enjoy it. I'm sure everybody, the staff, the students, a lot of proud families tomorrow out at campus. So enjoy the weekend, and we thank you, Kate, for your time and insight.
Great. Thank you so much.